right, we're going to talk about Ethereum. This is Crypto for the Rest of Us. I do this 6 days a week. I am Brian. Welcome. I'm a big dumb animal. I should be pointing over here. Don't do what I do. It's a little late at night, so I'm a little tired. I was going to change my shirt, and then I thought, no, I'm not. Because that's what happens when you get older. You get kind of like a little belligerent. But, oh, you know what? We look a lot nicer if you put on a different shirt. I'm not doing that. Well, maybe if you did like a light blue shirt and a dark blue suit with the yellow tie. No. You're lucky I put on a shirt. That's what happens when you get older. Okay, Ethereum. I did an Ethereum video last September, and it was with regard to debanking. Debanking, essentially, there's many different descriptions of it. For me, it means that I'm no longer going to use any of the traditional banks. I'm going to merely take loans against my crypto for the rest of my life. That's the idea. Started it last year. Used some of it, as you may know if you watch my show, to buy a car for my son. The interesting thing is you might say, well, that's no different than taking a margin loan against stocks. It is different. Margin loan against stocks, you're paying interest. These crypto loans, you don't pay principal or interest unless you want to. And if you want to, you can pay any amount you want. Now, as long as you're within the threshold, you're not liquidated, everything's fine. But we're not talking about debanking. We're talking about Ethereum, because I noticed in the last day or so, I think this might come out on the 13th or the 14th. It's the 12th right now when I'm recording this. I saw many tweets about people talking about Ethereum. I've been holding it for a while because, like I said, I like it for debanking. Why? Two reasons. It has a decent yield. If you're getting a yield on it for that whatever you don't have to put up as collateral. But also, it has, I believe from what I've seen, you get the highest loan to value. So all of these loans at the moment are over collateralized. And that means that you're putting up more of value than you're taking in the loan. So you might put up 10,000 of Ethereum value, if that's what it's valued on that day. Maybe it's 2,000 in Ethereum. You got 5 of them, 10,000. It's not 2,000 at the moment. You get the idea. And they might say, well, you can take out 80% loan to value, so you can take out $8,000. Long story short, I'm just going to say this real quick. Take a stable coin. Don't take something that can go up or down in value. If you intend to take it out, turn it into fiat and buy something. So, point is, I believe it's an excellent asset for that. And also, as we all know, if we look, it's number 2 in terms of market cap. It's at over 300 billion at the moment. Nothing's even coming close. And if Bitcoin is a store of value, then Ethereum could be considered the world's computer. Lots of people are going to say it's no good. Everything else is faster, blah, 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 blah. Tons of stuff built on it. It does an incredible amount of revenue. DeFi Llama, let's look at all the different chains. Then we're going to look at the recent activity and the prices. DeFi Llama here. Everything that they follow, 111 billion value locked across these various chains. Of the 111 billion of everything, look at them all, and there's more. How much is on Ethereum? 58 of the 111. Let's just say that that's 50%. So they've got 50% of the value locked. If you look at the protocols built on it, this is ridiculous. It doesn't stop. The number of protocols built on Ethereum, good grief, it just goes on forever. All right. Now, let's look at the two things here I want to show you. Value locked, this is important. You can see here it says USD, US dollars. And if you notice here at the end, it's got it coming up, down in dollars. But look at it in terms of Ethereum. In terms of Ethereum, it's been going up since early 24, and it hasn't stopped going up. Why has the Ethereum gone up, yet the value in dollars gone down? Because the price of Ethereum's gone down. The moment, and it looks like Ethereum's turning now, the moment Ethereum really starts to go up in price, you're going to see the USD part. This will just skyrocket. But this is what's great to see, more and more Ethereum being locked up. All right. The other reason this is important is you've probably seen this chart many times, but the alt season path. Whether or not it plays out this way, it has in the past. The idea that phase 1, people are in Bitcoin as the price moves up. Some of that money or new money gets people excited. They move it into Ethereum. Then it goes to the large caps and the alts. And what does that essentially means? It means the money's flowing into Bitcoin. It moves up, then it flows down to Ethereum, and it starts moving into these larger market cap ones, to whatever number that goes, maybe 50, I don't know. And then it moves into other coins. So that's essentially how it moves. And it looks like Ethereum's starting to move now, which is great for alt season. Now, I'm trying to keep my videos shorter. Let's look at Ash Crypto. You might follow him or her, whoever runs this. They always have interesting posts, but check this out. Two whales have bought 170,000 ETH worth 442 million in the past 72 hours. Unbelievable. That's a small group of people buying 442 million worth. Then we've got this individual on X as well saying he found this whale that bought 97 million worth of ETH 2 hours ago. They might be overlapping, I'm not sure. 97 million worth. Then the World Liberty Financial, they call it Trump's World Liberty Financial, that I guess his family's running. They bought 20 million worth of ETH on chain. That was January 19th. And then they added more here on February 12th. They bought even more ETH. So they must all be betting it's going to take off. So big whales are buying it. Then you've got like the Trump Foundation or that World Liberty Foundation. And then you've got some of the ETFs. This is Goldman Sachs on February 12th. Their portfolio increased by 2,000% for ETH, for their spot ETF. Spot ETF means you have to buy, if $1 million comes into that ETF, you have to buy $1 million worth of ETH. So they're at 476 million. Unbelievable. And then this is a list of the various ETHs being the columns. The rows are the dates. This individual pointed out, Ted again, that yesterday an inflow of 12,600,000 of ETH just into this one BlackRock fund on February the 11th, pointing out that we've got big money like whales. You've got the Trump Foundation. You've got the institutional and other big money and those with a lot of money who are buying ETFs because they may not understand just the basic crypto purchasing. So that's a lot of betting on Ethereum. Now, if we want to look at the charts, this is two individuals, one called Pepa, P-E-P-A, put out this chart, which looks interesting, talking about the fact that they believe it's going to start moving to the upside. We've got another one. This is from Ted talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, two similar patterns playing out. So let's look at the chart itself. Last time, this is a daily chart. It goes back to 21-22, the last run up. It hit a peak of $4,867. It's what the orange line represents. That was the last market. Now it's about $2,700. It's gone up quite a bit in the last 2 days. And that's still down here by this red line. So it has a ways to go just to meet last time's market. So if we look at the total market, this is the last time where it peaked around 3 trillion. A lot of the predictions that I've seen have been around a total market of 9 to 10 trillion, which would be about a 3x from here. So if we go back to Ethereum and we say, well, what if it just does a 3x from here? Well, we're at roughly 3,000. So that would put it around 9,000, maybe give or take. I think 9,000 would be unbelievable. I would be happy if it just hit around 6,000. But 9,000, I think, is incredible because it's the second largest market cap already. So that would be that would take it to almost a trillion, 300 billion. Yeah, that would take it to almost a trillion itself, just Ethereum. Now, if we look at this rainbow chart, which I think puts things into perspective, this is the one for Ethereum here. You can see the black line is actual, and these various colors, which I've seen before, go from this is maximum bubble, this is buy, and the orange is hold. In yellow, it says steady, but it's down here in the green, which is still in what they call a still cheap category of 27.46. So the reason I'm putting this video out now is, as you've seen, a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are buying it. But if you're trying to think, well, where does it sit in terms of value? I like these rainbow charts for Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this is showing that, hey, it's potentially still cheap. And they've got it below here would be accumulate, still cheap. Then it says steady. Orange up here would be hold, nowhere near there. And then as you go up, it's in sell zones. Ethereum comes after Bitcoin usually in terms of running up. It looks like it's starting to move. It looks like big money's coming in, and it looks like it might still be a good value. Not financial advice. Don't do what I say. I'm giving you a crypto video in an old green t-shirt. Why are you even watching? Have a great day, and I hope we can all make generational wealth together with crypto. Thanks for watching.